Welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, while we're in Untitled Paphos, we've got views that are to die for. Have a look at that. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea. And we'd like you to come with us for a little walk into the downtown Pathos Harbor. But before we do, I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world, and she is the dancing Chuchuchka queen, and her name is Miss Orchin. Gracias, Lobo.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
And again, so stick with us.
I've seen a snake in the water.
You've seen a snake in the water? No, it's an old tyre. I see what you're on about. There's like a black shadow there. Well, it hasn't moved, and it looks like a piece of black rubber, so it's not a snake. And as the Payne boys were mentioning, the snake will stay in the pantaloons for a bit longer.
Thanks God, because I couldn't dance. I've started realizing that I've seen the snake and I couldn't move my legs.
They didn't move that badly, that's for sure. Right, come on, Christopher LeBouf. Let's get down into Paphos Harbor and let's take you with us, because we're going to storm the main entrance. We're going to introduce you to one or two of our gumbarus, and you never know, we might get to meet some new friends along the way. Christopher?
Yes, of course we will meet. We always hope. And we will see if we're really going to meet someone.
Hopefully we will. Earlier on in the video, we were accosted by a wonderful man. His name was Mr. Manny, and he told us he was going to be in the harbour area tonight. And we told him, if we find you, we're going to join you. Or if you find us, you can join us. Because he seemed like a really, really nice guy to me. And we do love it when people watch us and then come and find us. It makes us feel unbelievably special, and we hope that we can transfer that little bit of specialness to you. Anyway, my grandfather's in town. There he is. Yassas. All right, good. There he is. One of the greatest sponge salesmen in the whole of downtown Paphos. Anyway, Gumbaru number one. There he is. Hello, Mr. Yanis. Yes, how you doing? You right? Good?
Work very hard.
Work very, very hard.
But I have
He's always
many
working.
enemies here. How I can work? Everybody jealous me here.
They're all jealous because he's the most hairy and the most handsome man in downtown Paphos.
They jealous me because all the time I try to be honestly. I don't try to steal the people.
He is an honest guy. I've known him for a long, long time. And if you're wondering what he does, well, he promotes the Ibis Jeep Safari. It's a very, very special safari, and actually adds that little bonus of going out to the Adonis Batson waterfall. So if you want to go on that special trip, that's the man to see. He also is in cahoots with CY Dive. He does all sorts of boat trips, and he's a very, very honest man indeed. The way it works is you book the trip, the price doesn't go up, that's the same fixed price wherever you book the trip. What happens is he gets a little bit of commission. Anyway, what happens is you book the cruise or the trip that you want to go on, and then what happens is you give him your contact details, your telephone numbers, and the hotel, the apartment complex that you are staying, and then one of the vehicles will pick you up the next day or the day that you have booked and transfer you to it, and you're going to have a great time, that's for sure.
The big boy is here. What's going on? Is it any party?
The big boy, well, the big boy on the block is that one over there, and it's the Ocean Vision, and it is a very, very big boy indeed. And as you can see, there's quite a few people moving around on the deck, because we understand that it goes out at 7 o'clock.
It's something like a private party?
No, it goes out at 7.
Oh, right.
So it's getting ready. The people are starting to get bussed in and queuing and walking on, and it's slowly filling up. It holds around 250 gumbarus, and off you go, and you party the night away, all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink. Anyway, talking about boat trips, that's Mr. Rikos. He's the man in charge. He's the owner of the boat, and he owns the super jumbo luxury glass bottom boat. There is the big girl herself, and as you can see, there's a nice big fun slide on the side of it. It's a 2.5 hour trip, and I'm sure you can see that it departs at 3 o'clock. Adults are €25, children are €10, infants are free, so if you are 0 to 2 years of age, you are completely free. I understand that you don't know that, but your mum and dad do, and you're going to go out and have a great time. There's snorkeling, there's sliding, there's entertainments, and there's showers, and there's shipwrecks, there's turtles, there's a glass bottom boat, and on top of that, look at that, you get a nice big lunch served to you by Captain Hassan. And he
Hello there.
is going to talk the life out of you. You all right? Yes? And he's the boss as well. He's a great guy. His name is Mr. Rikos. He's always here before the boat goes out. So if you want to accost him in person and give him your money, that's what you do. Receiving? There he is. Yes, yes. You all right? Good? There we are. That's Mr. The Same, as we call him. He's actually a really, really nice guy. But if you go hunting back in our early videos, he said that we do the same thing every single day, to which I said to him, and so do you, and so do most people. Anyway,
We call him Mr. The Same.
Mr. The Same. Now, if you're wondering where we are now, we're about to storm the downtown Paphos Harbor, and that is the area that's occupied by the most beautiful woman in the harbour area, Miss Roxy. There she is. You all right, sexy Roxy? You're looking very glamorous today, that's for sure. Yes, she always looks lovely. She is in charge of the ground control, and she will talk you through the boat trip of your dreams. Anyway, we're into the restaurant area. The first one on the block, very, very early indeed. This is the King's Restaurant. That's Gumbaru number 1. He is seating some people down. And if we go and look in the back, there he is, giving us away now, he understands. And over there I can see Mr. Harris in the distance. He's with some of his Gumbarus, and that is their rear of house. So that's the prep room and the cafeteria area. It's one of the greatest restaurants in downtown Paphos. And we also have a hotel on the tomb of the King's Road, if you've understood the connection. His wife runs that, and I saw her today. Great, great lady, Miss Nadia. That's the entrance into the downtown Paphos Harbour. There is Major Tom waving to us. Let's go and say hello to him, because he wants to show us the boat as it fills up. Come on, Gracievi, let's go and have a look. Tom is waving us in. He's waving us in his bright, luminous yellow shorts.
How the octopus spot him and try to eat him or what?
Yes, if you go hunting back to our early videos, when we first met Major Tom, he's the man actually in charge of all the boats in this harbour. He's a great, great guy, speaks perfect English, speaks quite a lot of Russian, speaks fluent Greek, not that that's much use to us. But anyway, he's always got bright coloured shorts, and when we first met him, he was being attacked by an octopus. Now, he was trying to save the octopus, but obviously the octopus didn't understand, so it bit him, and he spent 2 nights in the hospital, but he came out looking even more handsome than before.
Hi guys.
Are you getting ready to leave?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Now that Major Tom is chasing the octopus to bite him, his turn is now.
Yes, he's going to bite it right in the ass, that's for sure. Anyway, there it is. That's the big boy. That's the Ocean Vision super yacht, and if you look yonder you can see it's getting pretty busy. And this is the glass bottom boat. We were just accosting Mr. Rikos. Well, that's the captain sitting there. That is Mr. Hassan, and he's an absolute star. And there's his Oppo in the background, who's getting ready to serve us a vodka and tonic. Absolutely stars. They really, really are great people. So get down here, cross their palms with a bit of silver, especially, whoa, here he is, Gumbaru number 1. You all right? There we are. We know them all, and they're all stars, but there's no bigger star than the man himself, Major Tom from Ground Control. Have a great, great cruise, Tom.
Thank you. All
We'll see you on the way back. He is an absolute star. He is. Now, we're in the harbour area. A lot of these boats are owned by the same company, and 1 or 2 are not. So it would not be fair to give all the attention over there, because there is one lady over here who is a star amongst stars. And, well, she's in charge of the wave dancer. So that's the lady you're looking for. That's possibly, there's disputes, there's arguments, but it's possibly the greatest cruise in the whole of Cyprus, definitely in Paphos. And there are the details. So if you want to have a little chat, you come and see Miss Ruth, and she'll tell you all the things about the wonderful ship that is called the Wave Dancer, the wavedancercyprus.com. And there's all sorts of different trips and boat trips going out, sunset cruises, party cruises, private hire cruises, all sorts of things.
Much better. I love it. We're talking about the weather, Mr. Paul, but it's getting cooler.
She's now set. I thought she was setting up an electric fire then. I thought it's going cooler, but it's not that cool. Anyway, that's the lady in charge. That is Miss Ruth. So if you want to go on that boat, pop in. She's there 7 days a week. I've never seen her have a day off, and she really is a nice lady. Obviously, she speaks perfect English because she's English.
If I was English, I could speak the perfect English too.
You do speak perfect English. Your English is absolutely perfect.
No.
It's way, way beyond perfect.
It's not.
And on top of the English, she actually speaks 6 other languages as well. But to be honest, she actually speaks quite a bit more, because she speaks a lot of other languages as well.
Don't forget to say that English is my words.
And of course, English is actually her worst. Believe it or not, English is her worst language, even though she speaks better English than most English people. Anyway, where are we now? Well, we're going to enter the area known as the Pelican District. It's the most famous restaurant, the busiest restaurant. Even at this time of day, it's pretty busy. Have a look about the back end. There's Major George. You all right, George? How are you doing? You all right?
Nice to see you.
Going to have a busy night tonight?
Tonight we will see, but every night now.
Every night's busy. Every night's busy. It's the busiest place. Look at that. There he is. That's the most handsome man in the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbor area, Mr. Emmanuel himself. There we are. And of course, just over there is the second most handsome man in the whole harbour. Got to shake his hand.
Yes.
You right? Doing well?
Right,
Yeah, good. Mr. McDonald. And then we've got the most beautiful girl in the whole of the restaurant district. There she is. Lovely. Absolute stars, every single one of them. And on top of that, if you're wondering where we are there. The Jalalamo. Now we've got the elder brother and we've got the boss himself. There he is. That's the boss himself. How are you doing? Good? Yes. Greatest handshake in the world.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
How are you doing? Okay, guys? Good? Busy?
Yeah.
And I can see today you are the boss because
Yes,
Hugo,
boss.
he's the boss. He is the boss. We're going to come back and have something to eat shortly. But before we do, we're going to take you over yonder out to see the great sunset point. If you're wondering about their menu, by the way, it really is, well, very tempting indeed. Whether you have a cheeseburger or a spaghetti or a nice wrap, there's some nice wraps over there. Have a look at that. Or whether you fancy something that little bit special, like a nice fillet steak. You can always ask him what the greatest thing of the evening is, and this man will tell you.
Yes, anytime.
Because he's in charge tonight. Where's Mr. Ryan tonight?
He's coming on his way.
He's on his way. So we'll see you in a bit. Come on, Grisevia LaBouffe. It's time to get out to the sunset. Here we go. That's that away. Now, the next restaurant on the block is Sail at the Castle. So that's the sports bar area. There's not much sports going on. It's a bit too early. And then that is the front of house. Again, it's quite early, but as you can see, there's one or two tables about. And then as we come over here, we come into a place that doesn't need much of an introduction, because there is the one and only Mr. Henry. Ooh, la la, la la, la la, la la, la la.
Very good.
There we go. He's a star amongst stars. Here we are. We're at the Stevie's Bar and restaurant. You can come here for breakfast, for lunch, evening meal, great cocktails, great pancakes, by the way, because I do like a pancake, and I promise you, to be honest, in the harbour area, these are the greatest pancakes. That is for sure.
They asked me, so where about the guy that used to make the video? I said, I haven't seen them for a week.
Papa was asking
We've been
about.
missed. We've been missed. So we do have someone that watches us.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
He said, where was the guy that used
Unbelievable.
to make your video?
Unbelievable. We've now established that there is at least one person that does watch us. We are truly humbled. Now, someone has stolen my boat again, and they've replaced it with the Zorky. There it is. So that is the new baby on the block. That is the Zorky underwater experience. It's a semi-submersible yellow submarine with a pure glass bottom boat. Holds about 50 people, and it can take you out and show you turtles and anything else that's going on. And I promise you, you're going to have a great boat trip indeed. Now, Grisevia LaBouffe, if you're wondering where she's gone, well, there's some funny metal boxes in the harbour area, and Grisevia LaBouffe seems to quite like them. Stick with us. We are going to get to the focal point at the very end, and it is a great place to be. Great sunset. That's the Pathos Harbor, very calm and very tranquil, full of some small boats, some big boats, some fishing boats, and even some dark grey boats, which are owned by the Gumbaras in blue. If you're a naughty person, well, they're going to catch you, they're going to beat you, and they may even shoot you. What's that over there, Grisevia LaBouffe? That looks like a metal box to me. It's that time again. She hasn't quite got the huh yet. A bit like the huh that Constantinos gives you when he writes your name in Chinese.
I don't want to scare the people. You want the huff?
Yes. Take it away, Grisivia LaBouffe. Absolutely spectacular. And just on call, we've got the Ocean Vision super yacht departing the Cato Paphos Harbor. If you have a look out there, it's blowing its trumpet, and very, very shortly it's going to ramp up the music. And there's a bit more Grisivia LaBouffing going on, that's for sure.
I just don't want to scare the boys.
No, don't scare the boys.
And
You don't
the
scare the
girls.
boys when you're dancing. You only scare the boys when you talk about the money.
I know.
Because yes, Mr. Jeremy, Mr. Simon, bring a couple of €1,000 per day. Come for at least 2 weeks. It's only chump change. That's all it says. Hi, you having a good time? Yeah, there we are. Almost accosted, that's for sure.
Don't scare the boys.
Yes. So bring a bit of chump change with you. Bring about 20,000 each, and you should get home with, well, perhaps not a maxed out credit card. A couple of grand a day, and she's quite happy.
Who, me?
You.
I need more.
You need more. Well, straight from the girl's mouth herself. She needs that little bit more. Cato Paphos Harbor, and that's the Cato Paphos Castle. And as you can see just over yonder, there's a few rocks, and just out beyond that is the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, the sky is blue, the sea is blue, I'm dressed head to toe in blue, and of course all that's actually missing is
You, of course you.
so get yourself on a big bird
Or a canoe.
and start
Pedaling like crazy.
like crazy, because all that's actually missing is you, and Paphos is simply waiting for you. Now, this is the sunset point. That's what this is. It's where people come out and they wait and they watch with bated anticipation as the sun sets out across the Kasonaga Bay. And look at that. It's absolutely a view to die for, that is for sure. But before we show you that view, have a look at that view. Look at the blueness and the clarity and that slight bit of movement in that blue Mediterranean Sea. It truly is a great view. Something you've got to vision. So get yourself on that bird or that canoe. Get yourself out of Paphos. You're going to have a great holiday indeed.
I would like to tell you many thanks for watching. Please don't forget to come back and see another of our madnesses. And we're loving you a lot, of course.
All that's left for me to say.
Bye-bye.
If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, come back for a little bit more of our madness. And if you really like what we see, or you'd like us to go somewhere that little bit special for you, drop it in the comments, and if it's possible, we will go. It will storm that hotel, storm that shop, storm the police station, whichever you want us to do. You never know, we might get away with this. But, well, all we ask you to do, if you want us to do something, show your appreciation by buying us a coffee. Go onto our About page, and of course there you will find the link to buy me a coffee. Most people understand that what that is. It's a gesture where you can donate a very small amount of money, and it helps us to grow the channel, helps us to buy a coffee and that kind of thing.
Thank you very much again and again. We're loving you to bits. Please come back, and you will never regret that one day you met us.
We'll leave you with the beautiful downtown Cato Paphos Harbor area. Have a look at that.